morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. My name is Brenda Johnson. My husband is Edward Johnson. We live in Nevada. And for those who do not know our story, let me just give you a brief synopsis. We purchased undeveloped raw land in Nevada, and we are slowly developing the property and wanted to take you guys along with us during the development process. Okay, the guys are digging the hole to make a culvert so that our water drains underneath of the driveway as opposed to over top, to prevent the washing away of the pit rock and gravel that's going to be placed on the road. I'm not sure if you can make it out. The road curves around the mountain and goes all the way up to the top. And the top, there actually is another top beyond what I'm going to show you here. If you can note the tree in front, that's the first flat surface on the top, and beyond that there's another peak a little ways past that, but that'll give you some perspective as to how high it is. So currently there's just unpaved road leading from the gate, which is right by that power pole, all the way up to the top of that tree. But again, it curves around the mountain. It goes all the way up to that tree right there. Okay guys, there is the entrance to the property, and there is the top of the property. If you look straight ahead, up at the top there is a tree, and that is the first flat surface, and beyond that again there's another mountain, which is the section in which we want to put our cabin. The driveway goes from the tree all the way down. It curves around the mountain. Not sure if you can make it out, but there's a thin tan line that wraps around the mountain that you may possibly be able to see. The driveway actually is large enough to accommodate a tractor trailer. Okay guys, they are dumping the pit rock down on the driveway, giving it some substance. Hopefully we can make that out. Alright, they're good. And that will give us some foundation. We'll be able to hopefully navigate our driveway much better once everything is said and done. We are expecting a couple more deliveries today of pit rock and gravel. Good afternoon and happy Thursday to you all. I hope you are having a fantabulous Thursday. It's been a very busy day here at Johnson's Peak, as you can see in the backdrop there. Pretty dusty here today. For those who are not familiar with our journey, I'm going to give you a quick overview. My name is Brenda Johnson. My husband is Edward. We purchased raw land, approximately 41.9 acres in Nevada. And during the course of building on our land, we're going to document in hopes that it will help someone else who is thinking of purchasing land and starting from scratch and building up a little bit at a time. And you'll get to see the challenges, pitfalls, the achievements, the good, the bad, the pros, the cons, and everything in between. So our plan is to share everything with you in hopes that it will help you in the future if you decide to purchase land. Well, today we had pit rock and gravel delivered. We are starting with the driveway. Our property does have an agricultural well That is very important when you're looking for property as well. You want to make sure if you're off grid and or on grid that you have a water supply, and that the water is of good quantity and quality. Like I said, we do have an agricultural well, however it does need a pump. We did have a quality and quantity test done, which is usually done in Nevada when you purchase raw land. And the results of the quantity and quality tests came out great, with the exception of the arsenic level. We'll need some sort of osmotic system to filtrate our water. I drink spring water anyway, but even still, we will need an osmotic system placed once we get our home built and situated. If you can find a property with a well, an existing well on it, that would be ideal. Our property does have an agricultural well on it. However, it does require a pump, and we need to pump about 200 plus feet up the mountain. That tree at the top in the backdrop behind me is how far we need to pump the water from bottom to top. And we're going to have a reserve tank placed on the top of the mountain to help the system out. But we will talk about that in another video, because that's a long, detailed story and requires a video of its own for explanation. But again, if you can find a property with an existing well, that would be great. In the state of Nevada, I'm not sure about any other state, but I know in the state of Nevada, when you purchase land and there is an existing well, they do, in the transaction of the purchase, do a quantity and quality test, an independent quality and quantity test, to make sure the well is functional and that the water quality is up to standard. Our quantity and quality test came back with the results of the function of it being pretty darn good. It's pumping about 25 gallons a minute.